Hi friend, and welcome back to the craft table at Sunny Mouse Studio. Today I wanted to show you a variation on a theme. This is a card I made a while ago, just a simple thank you note, but I'm going to use this same kind of motif for a Happy Easter card. You could also do Happy Spring, whatever you want to do. But I start out, and I'm using this really textured paper today. This is the Mead watercolor paper, very toothy. And I'm also using my Pentel pocket pen. And what I do is I start in the center and just write the sentiment. And this pen is very floppy, so it's not going to come out quite as perfect as a regular pen would. And that's part of the charm of it. So I write the sentiment in the middle, and then I like to start up here. Make sure I'm all in the camera here. And I'm just going to draw a little sunshine. These are kind of all the things that make me think of springtime. Sunshine, the blue skies, the birds coming out again. I'm going to do a little kite over here. And then a little birdie sitting in a tree limb. And one trick, since this pen is so floppy, sometimes I'll switch. This is my Tombow pen, just for his eye. Just kind of making a little eye and a little beak, because I know that that would probably get messed up with this type of pen. And then I come over to this side, and this is kind of like a forsythia bush or pussy willow, something that buds in the springtime. We used to have a really large forsythia bush in our yard, and when that bloomed, it was kind of like the first sign of spring. So it got these bright yellow blossoms on it. And then, of course, a few forget-me-nots. My mother's garden is loaded with these, and when you drive up to her house, it's like a sea of blue on the one side in the springtime. So these are just little 5-petaled flowers. I'm going to just do an odd number of them. And then last, I'm going to do a little butterfly over here. And I'm going to switch back to this Tombow pen. Just put some little dots inside. Whenever you have the fine details, you can switch to a pen that you're more comfortable with. And then this ink takes a little bit to dry, and I want to paint over it, so I'm going to set this aside. And I have one that I did earlier. It's already dry. And then I'm just going to go in with some Easter springish type colors. And I'm going to start with the blue up in the sky. This is kind of a turquoisey blue. And then I'm kind of doing a dry edge, a dry brush at the bottom of the blue here. And then I'm going to go in with the yellow. And yellow can really be an overpowering color, so I'm not going to do a huge stripe there. You could if you wanted, but... And then I'm dabbing my brush off so it's dry. Oops. trying to do the dry brush edge. And then I'm going to go in with some purple. I think I'll do a little bit brighter, darker of a purple here. Try this one. You can kind of see where the paint runs out. I kind of like that effect. And then I'll do a green at the bottom. Maybe I will do a little layer of that purple. You can do whatever color you like. Just experimenting. I think if I do either 3 or 5 colors, it looks better. The 4, I don't know. I did another one that was 3 and I like that. I'm just playing and experimenting, seeing what looks best. Oops, that green came out so thick. I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of water and try to, so you can see the birdie still. Try to get some of the thickness off there. There. And let that dry, of course. And then you can glue it on a cardstock. I think it would look really sharp on white. Or maybe a purple. Maybe even a yellow or a green. I hope you'll try this one. It's an easy, fun design and has many uses. Like I said, you can change the sentiment in the middle, use it as a thank you card, birthday card, whatever. But this was fun to paint with you, and I look forward to being together again soon. Take care.